Hello, everybody. My name is Mark Fisher, and welcome to my channel, Las Vegas Travel and More. And it's Formula One week here in Las Vegas, and I thought I'd give a short video and show what the track looks like and what the actual layout of the track is, and give you some information about the first Las Vegas Grand Prix here this coming weekend. At any rate, here we go. The Las Vegas Formula One race. This is the first race of a 10-year contract. And so they've been doing preparations for this race here in Las Vegas for about 6 or 7 months actually on the road itself. And I'll show you and go through some of that for you, right? This is the name of the actual race. It's the Formula One Heineken Silver Las Vegas Grand Prix 2023. And it's scheduled for this coming Saturday night, which is November 18th. And it's going to be broadcast in the United States on ESPN at 10:55 p.m. Pacific time, which I guess is, actually, I think it's 9:55. But anyway, it's in the evening, late. And on the East Coast, I think it's around after midnight. And the reason for that is they want to take advantage of the fact that Las Vegas has all of the lights that they can show off on TV, and it should look spectacular on TV. And here, this is just an artist's representation of the Formula One cars driving down the Las Vegas Strip past Caesar's Palace. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to be driving down the Las Vegas Strip at over 220 miles per hour. Here's a layout. This is how the actual race is going to go. Over to the right-hand side of the frame, you see the sort of greenish pond. That's the Bellagio Hotel with the fountains, okay? So that's where the race is going to start and finish. And then they're going to go past Planet Hollywood on the left and then turn left on Harmon Avenue. And then they're going to head down Harmon Avenue. And then up at the top of the frame up there, you'll see where it turns left, and there's kind of a circular turn up there. Well, that's a property that they bought and they built. That's where the paddocks are. That's where the pit stops will be taking place, is there. And they've built stands and suites around that area. Formula One actually bought that property. It's between the old Hard Rock Hotel and Planet Hollywood. And they spent millions and millions of dollars just to buy that vacant lot and to build their paddock building there. It's a multi-story building. Once they come past the paddock, then they're going down Koval Lane, which is actually going from right to left. It's a straightaway all the way down over Flamingo Road. And then when they make the right-hand turn, that's going to be by the brand new Sphere Las Vegas, which is this huge globe concert venue and entertainment center that was built by Madison Square Garden Entertainment. And U2 is actually the artists that are in residency right there. And it's covered with millions and millions of LED lights. And that sphere, which I'll show you in a minute, it can change. They can make it look like anything, the globe, an eyeball, a basketball, all sorts of graphic designs on the outside. And then on the inside of the sphere, of course, they have the concerts, and they have a huge, multi-story LED background for the group when they're on stage. And it's quite spectacular from the people, what they've told me about it that have gone. Tickets are very pricey for that event. After they go around the sphere there, which you see the blue, it looks like a blue dot up there, they're going to turn left on Sands Avenue, and they're going to go around the Sands Convention Center and the Palazzo, between the Palazzo and the Wynn Hotel. And then down in the lower left, that's where they're going to turn left and get onto Las Vegas Boulevard, right there at Sands Spring Mountain Road onto Las Vegas Boulevard. And that's the Treasure Island Casino right there that you see at the bottom of the frame that's yellow. At that point, it's a straightaway right down the strip from Spring Mountain all the way down to Harmon, and they're going to go past the Mirage. They're going to go past Caesar's Palace. They're going to go past the Bellagio, Planet Hollywood, the Venetian, and it's going to be speed straight down that straightaway. And that's the actual circuit that they've been working on for about the last 6 months to get it done. Now, they've taken time to get this paving done. They had to repave this whole circuit, and it's only on one side of the street. But they did it in sections starting about last May of last year, and they spent $80 million for new asphalt. It's a special rubberized asphalt to lay down a perfect flat surface without any bumps. And that's been going on in sections since last May. And they finally wrapped up the repaving about a couple of weeks ago. That then was followed up with where they had to put in all the safety barriers. And then since it's a night race, they have lights. They've run lights all the way around the course so that the course is lit up for everyone. And then, of course, for the fans, they've built stands and VIP booths and things like that, and places where they can party. This is a picture right in front of the Bellagio fountains. It's an artist rendering, but I can tell you, I've driven by there. They actually built up all those stands and then those VIP booths, and up on the very top, there's a whole outdoor garden area, and it's a club. And the seats for like in those VIP booths go for $10,000, $15,000 for the race. Seats for the actual race itself, just for the day of the race, are over $1,000 a seat anywhere on the circuit. And then also, you could get a 3-day pass because they'll be qualifying and all that. That's over $4,500 for a 3-day pass. And it sold out a lot of the tickets early on when it first went on sale. But now they're selling tickets to locals, and the prices have come down because they have tickets available. But still, you're going to pay $1,000 to get tickets in order to see this race. As you can see, it runs down the strip. Behind those stands are the Bellagio fountains that they're famous for, and it runs straight on past that. Then this is that paddock building that they built. It's an artist rendering again, but that's the building where they'll do their pit stops. You can see the building there on the right, and then they built stands that on the far right, you can see that, and then it curves around the building, and there's stands all the way around. And then going on the left, Koval Lane, they've built 3-story VIP suites the length of Koval Road on the vacant lots there, and they look like they were built permanently. They're permanent structures. Those used to be just vacant lots, and looks like they're going to be there because the race is supposed to be here for the next 10 years. Then it's going to get to the sphere, which is that blue globe that you see there. And it's going to turn right and then go around the globe. And the globe, I'm sure, is going to be changing colors and different designs and that type of thing. This should be spectacular at night if you watch it on television, as you can see the whole circuit at night. And, of course, all of the strip casinos will be lit up and that type of thing. But that's the sphere from a distance. And here it is up close with another one of its different designs. It's really spectacular when you see it at night, and they actually have it going in the daytime as well. And then that big circle that you see to the left, that's the link, the big Ferris wheel that goes around that you can get views of the entire Las Vegas Strip area. So that's the sphere that it's going to be going around that I told you about. Okay. It's then going to finish up on Las Vegas Boulevard. Now, we've been going through, there's been a debate going on with Las Vegas locals, and I'm a local. I've lived here for over 30 years, as to whether or not this whole Formula One race is going to be worth it. The predicted income that's supposed to come into Las Vegas is over $1 billion a year for this race. And they've spent lots of money, and it's inconvenienced not just the commuters and the taxi drivers and everything driving around while this repaving and stuff was going on, but also the employees and also the guests at the hotel, because they've had to put up with road closures and construction and noise and all that type of thing. So anyway, this is Koval Lane that, when they were starting to do the repaving and everything. They built a temporary bridge, which was pretty spectacular. I just drove over it today, but you can see it right there. It's a bridge. This is Flamingo Road, and you're looking towards the Strip. heading west on Flamingo Road. They built this temporary bridge to go over Koval Lane so that the cars can run underneath and not interrupt traffic. And the reason they have to have this bridge is that emergency workers for the hotels and everything, they have to have access during the race in order to be able to get in there in case there's anything that goes wrong, because basically have these strip hotels completely encircled by the racetrack. So this temporary bridge was built, and it's made out of steel, and then they've got asphalt over the top of it. And supposedly the county here in Las Vegas, they like it so much, they're proposing that they're going to probably build a permanent bridge just like this. So that way, over the next 10 years, they don't have to keep tearing down the bridge and putting it back up and that type of thing. But that's the lengths that they've gone to in order to prepare for this race. The hotel rooms on the strip. Initially, when the Formula One race was announced, it was the room rates were huge for this coming weekend. Well, now that they've gotten closer, they're having a hard time filling some of the rooms. And so right now you can actually get rooms at the hotels on the strip for about the going rate that you would get on a normal weekend here in Las Vegas. And then if you look down, that's the Eiffel Tower from the Paris Hotel to the right. And then you see the Las Vegas Strip down there. And then the Bellagio fountains. You see all those trees that right by the Bellagio fountains? They took all of those trees out. They're like 25, 30-foot tall trees that provided shade for people when they were here in the summertime looking at the Bellagio fountains. In order to put up those stands and those booths up there, they had to take out all of those trees, and they're not going to be putting them back in there. The stands and everything that they put there in front of the Bellagio are just temporary. So as soon as the race is over, they'll take all of this stuff down. But tonight, they're going to be actually testing out the track. There's going to be a grand opening ceremony on ESPN at 10 o'clock tonight Pacific time. And they're going to be doing testing on the race cars over the next couple of days on the circuit at night, driving up and down Las Vegas Boulevard and around the circuit. One other point I wanted to mention about the cost for locals. If you own a restaurant, there are restaurants and nightclubs along the Las Vegas Strip and along the circuit. If you want an unobstructed view from your windows, okay, you have to pay $50,000 to the Formula One in order to be able to have people in your restaurant. So in order to have your business have people in there and watching the race during the race, you've got to pay $50,000. At first, it was going to be thousands of dollars per person, much more than the $50,000. And if you don't pay, they're going to put up blinders, like build up something to block your view of the race as it's going on. So that's been kind of local businesses have had to foot that bill. Otherwise, they're going to be their patrons aren't going to be able to watch the race going through there. So that's another expense. And then in order to get the employees and everything in and out during this weekend, they've got shuttle service. They don't want the employees parking in the parking garages or anything like that in order to get people there. So hopefully it'll all go smoothly. People will have a good time, and they'll spend lots of money, like I said. The nightclubs up above the Bellagio stands that I mentioned before, those nightclubs up there, they're going to be charging like $10,000 in order to be able to go up there, and they're sold out. They're sold out. So this could be quite something here in Las Vegas. And of course, the other factor that you have to deal with this weekend will be the crowds. There'll be lots of people. It's going to be, they're seating for a lot of people, and they're expecting a big crowd down there. So what am I going to do when I'm, when the race is going on? I'm going to watch it on TV with my dog Misha at home, because that's the best way to see this thing. And so Misha and I will be snug in our room here, watching it on the TV that you see behind me. And that's going to be the best way to watch the race for us locals here. It's too expensive to buy tickets and go down there and watch the race. So I'll be watching it right there on that TV that you see behind me with my dog. It should be pretty spectacular. It's going to be a night race with all the lights and everything like that. And I think it'll look great on television. Even if you're not a race fan, it's a spectacle that you might want to watch. And yeah, I think you'll all will enjoy. Anyway, that's what's happening here in Las Vegas for the Formula One race. I wanted to give you an update. It's going to be on television here in the United States on ESPN. ESPN here in the United States. It's also going to be streaming online, and I'm sure there's an international coverage as well in all the countries because Formula One is popular all over the world. And then we'll see what the results are. Hopefully it's a big economic boom here in Las Vegas. And the fact that we had to put up with all the inconvenience of the construction and the road work and all that will pay off. We won't have to go through as much next year or the following years because they've already now built the infrastructure necessary, the buildings, the suites, repaving. That repaving should last for some time. And hopefully that it'll be a lot less intrusive next year. So that's what I wanted to tell you. I wanted to report up on Formula One and let you all know that. I wanted to ask you, if you enjoyed the content on my channel, Las Vegas Travel and More, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button and also hit the like button too, because that helps helps my video get out to other people who are interested in Las Vegas and interested in travel. And I would really, really appreciate that. And then also, if you have any questions or if you have any comments regarding this Formula One race here in Las Vegas, please go right down below in the comments. I check the comments all the time, and I will answer your questions or any of your comments. And then lastly, I wanted to mention I'm wearing my new hoodie here. It's a Good Day Mates hoodie that we have on our merchandise store on my other channel. But if you go in the description and if you'd like to get this hoodie here, it comes in black or navy blue with the Good Day Mates on one side and the logo of our other channel on the back. You can just go down in the description. There's a link to our merchandise store. You can purchase it there. Finally, if you would like to donate to my channel and help me grow the channel, you can buy me a coffee. Just click on, again, in the description. There's a link to the Buy Me a Coffee, and I would appreciate any support. This is a new channel. I'm doing it regarding Las Vegas and travel all around the world, and I hope you all enjoy it. That's what I have for you all today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you watched the race, and let's see how it goes. I'm hoping for its success. Until next time, we'll see you later.